Hey guys, I'm Jon McLaughlin. Thanks so much for checking out Amazon.com. Here's a little background on my new record, OK Now.
This is the first single off of the new record, OK Now. And this is a song called Beating My Heart. Goes like this.
I got the idea for Beating My Heart kind of through a lie, basically. Like this was last year. I was supposed to be writing for the new record. I needed to write, and I was kind of going through some writer's block, you know?
There are times every now and then I forget why I'm breathing out and why I'm breathing in.
Didn't write a single thing for a year and a half, which is crazy. I thought it was done. One day, my drummer asked me if I had any new stuff. He was like, let's hear some of your new songs. And I'd written zero. I'd written nothing, you know, and I was supposed to be writing. And so I lied to him, and I was telling him, you know, like, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff, you know, I'll play you, here's something, you know, and I had nothing, and I just started playing, like, you know, and I was like, it's not finished yet, you know, and here's the chorus and all that kind of stuff. It just, you know, it just kind of came out, and then I just finished it up, you know, that day, and that was it. Thank you. Dance Your Life Away I wrote with this guy named Blue out here in LA, and we wrote the most bubblegum 80s pop song we could possibly write. And there it is, Dance Your Life Away. 4 years is a song that I've been wanting to write forever. Ever since, it's a song about high school. Once the doors like shut behind you, you sort of realize all the like dumb stuff you've been worrying about for years, for 4 years. It doesn't matter. It's like all of a sudden you're done. Like you walk across that stage, you get your diploma, and you're done. And then like kind of the playing field is all leveled again. Everybody goes their separate ways or whatever. So this is like 4 years is kind of like my attempt to just save kids going into high school, save them from stupid, trivial things that you worry about in high school. Why I'm talking to you is my one jazz song. I grew up playing classical music like my whole life. I was like the dorkiest, whitest, classical piano playing kid in Indiana. I always wanted to write jazz stuff. I wish I would have grown up playing jazz, you know. And I've been a huge Harry Connick fan like my entire life, and so this is my one like Harry Connick Jr. song.
I ran across a beautiful sight. From that point on when I was not looking, I said nothing else was quite right. Oh, I was not a
Content-wise, it's just about, you know, picking up a girl and trying to, you know, that whole like awkward, like, I would like to talk to you kind of phase thing. So that's my one jazz song.
I said my heart won't beat in a groove unless I'm talking to you. That's why I'm talking to you.
The Middle is a song about going home, really. I mean, for me, home is Indiana. I'm a Midwest kid, and Indiana is not exactly the coolest place to grow up. You know, there are no TV shows set in Indiana. You know, they're all in like LA and New York, and so you wanna grow up and move away. That's all everybody wants to do, you know. Once I started to travel more and play some music, and I was starting to be gone a lot more than I was actually home, I just had this huge like reversal. Like I loved Indiana. I loved going home. That song, it's a very personal song. The Middle is one of the most, you know, the more personal songs on the record, but as an open-ended song for everybody, it's just a song about, you know, coming home. And home can be, I guess, whatever you want it to be. You Can Never Go Back is, this is another song that I wrote with Blue. We're both big Billy Joel fans, and I've been writing and ripping Billy Joel off my whole life, you know, and trying to kind of like rip him off but make it my own kind of a thing. And this song, we were like, let's just write a total Billy Joel song. Like, we don't even care about disguising it. Let's just write exactly what Billy Joel would have written in like 1978. It ended up being like sort of Billy Joel, sort of like ELO kind of a thing, whatever. But it's kind of this song about, you know, wanting to go back to the good old days, whatever those good old days are, and just like moving on. Throw My Love Around it's a song about relaxing. People in relationships can make it too complicated. You know, I always make it too complicated. Like, what should you do? What does that mean? She did this. What does that mean? It kind of is a song about just forgetting all that stuff and just loving, you know, just like doing your thing, you know, just like having your back, like just kind of like having your back love kind of thing. You Are the One I Love is a song I wrote with a friend of mine, Jason Reeves. We got together, I'd heard some of his stuff, he'd heard some of my stuff, so we got together to write. It was right after Amy Winehouse and her husband had just gotten in this huge, like, knockdown, drag-out fight. Like a fist fight, you know. So we're like reading the article, like, can't believe this has happened. And we just wrote a song about them. It's not the song that you would think would be about them, because everybody at that time was talking about how crazy they are. You look at how dysfunctional this marriage is, you know. We just kind of thought it was cool how, like, dysfunctional, yes, but like they're obviously like madly in love. And, you know, we just kind of wrote the song about how she can't live without him. He can't live without her. She can't live without him. It's this kind of like crazy, weird love affair. So that's what the song ended up being about, Amy and Blake. Always on my mind is about long distance relationships or traveling, you know, while you're away from the one that you love, kind of a thing. You may be doing other stuff, but you're always thinking about, you know, wanting to be with that person. Things That You Say is sort of about that weird phase, that like single and mingling phase, you know, where things can get a little weird. It's sort of a song about kind of like that desperate just loneliness, you know, like you're just wanting to connect with somebody. We All Need Saving is a song that's just about leaning on your friends. We all have problems, like we probably all have the same problems, so let's just talk about it. It was a specific kind of incident with a friend of mine, you know, that made me write that song. It's kind of written out of that frustration where you feel like you can offer this person something, you know, like you can probably help out, but, you know, they won't. They've got to reciprocate.
Come on, you have got to move on. This is not the you I know.
Okay Now as a record definitely has a theme. The common theme is just relaxing, like not making your life so complicated. This is obviously, you know, written about myself, you know, like I always have this tendency of getting really stressed out. I'm on the road playing shows, I get stressed out about anything, any possible thing. I finally like caught on to the pattern, and I'm done like being stressed out and looking in the past, you know, because I know that I'm going to look back on this day and think that there was really no reason to be stressed out that day. So that's kind of the feel of the whole record, is just trying to kind of enjoy life as I'm living it, because it's probably not that big of a deal.